The Food and Drug Administration recently published a press release announcing their recommendation to schedule 7-hydroxymetrogenine. Many of you have probably never heard of this substance. 7-hydroxymetrogenine, more commonly known as 7-OH, is a naturally occurring ingredient in kratom, an herbal supplement that has been a controversial topic throughout the U.S. for the past several years. Kratom is available in a variety of forms at smoke shops and gas stations. Proponents of kratom claim that it helps with a variety of health issues, whereas opponents say it has opioid-like properties, making it addictive and harmful.
So kratom is a substance, it's a drug that comes from Southeast Asia, and it mostly arrives in powder form. And one of your largest producers is Indonesia. 95% of the supply comes from there. And it's all extracted into different forms. You have your red powder, you have your green powder, and you have your white powder. Red powder is more associated with opioid-like expressions, feelings, things like that. The green is more associated with like all of it. So you can get all the symptoms based on that. And then the white is more stimulant-like effects for that. The issue is where if not somebody's not aware of that, then they could get different effects based on what they're taking if they're not being told correctly on that.
Not good at math? No worries. We've made our back-to-school promotion a no-brainer. Offer ends August 31st, so visit us at your favorite Appalachian Wireless retail location or visit us on the web at appalachianwireless.com. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
According to Mac Haddow, Senior Fellow on Public Policy for the American Kratom Association, kratom in its natural form is harmless. The issue is when 7-OH is extracted.
If you isolate it and you just say, I've got 7-hydroxymetrogenine here, it is 20 to 30 times more powerful than morphine, and it has what's called a full binding affinity to the mu opioid receptors, meaning that it latches onto them, and it has exactly the same effects that opioids have. It goes to your euphoric high center. It gives you that elevated and then drives the addiction, and it goes to your respiratory system where you have resulting deaths.
Under Kentucky House Bill 293, it is illegal to sell kratom products that contain more than 2% of 7-OH. Now the FDA is pushing to place 7-OH on the federal drug schedule, which would limit its use and availability. The Gray Area, a retailer in Prestonsburg, shared their thoughts on kratom and 7-OH.
We live in an addiction area. Kratom comes along, you hear about it at like nutrition shops. I mean, really, it was supposed to be something to help workers in the field from what I've watched documentaries, and or it was used for pain. They did use that medicine to try to figure a way for opioid addicts as a different approach. And I knew after trying the 7-OE, that new one, being like, yeah, this will be banned. Naming your supplement of medicine or whatever, it's a supplement, Toperky, Oxy, all these names related to the worst medicine known to man that killed thousands of people. We abused it. Everybody abused it. Oxycontin.
Currently, the FDA is recommending that 7-OH be placed on the federal drug schedule, but that decision must be made by the Drug Enforcement Administration. At the time of this story, there is no published timeline for this process. Reporting for Mountaintop News, I'm Robin Tillman.